So specifically, kind of what I'm thinking of in this community would be pressure to drink, to party, to do stuff like that. I think that's kind of a real heavy-duty pressure to do stuff, make choices that maybe aren't the healthiest choices for them. And I think, I don't know if that in part just comes from, one person doing something that's not good for them and they don't want to do it alone, and so they kind of try and pressure other people into doing it as well.
A normal party in Berthoud consists of just people hanging out, maybe some alcohol, drugs like marijuana and stuff like that.
A friend and I went to a party and there was like so much alcohol, and then later that night my friend got so drunk that she blacked out on the floor, and we moved her over to the corner and she wouldn't wake up.
Filled with what looked like to be water to school, and it ended up actually being vodka. Later that day he got in his car and was driving to a friend's house, and he accidentally rolled his vehicle, and I think it was because he was intoxicated from drinking Dasani.
I think freshmen have a hard time transitioning into the high school climate. Maturity factor. There's a lot of kids I see walking the halls of freshmen.
Like if people didn't try it in freshman year, and I mean not like doing it all the time, but like most people drink, or at least,
You're kind of still, well, it used to be that you were still innocent. I don't know about kids now, but it was more like middle school was just like you still had like recess and stuff, and you got to play and do like fun things, and then high school is just different.
How is that different between freshman and high school?
Because, let's see, the oldest in middle school was 8th grade. They don't really party. And then got all the seniors and kids older than you that you're looking up to.
I think there was more so freshman year than there is as you get older through high school. Yeah, and I think people know that they can take advantage of you when you're a freshman because you don't know any better.
You feel pressure to party as a freshman, to do bad things?
Kinda, a little bit.
Did you pressure freshmen to party when you were a senior?
Yeah.
Are you pressured to like go to parties and stuff?
No, but I was as a freshman.
Do you think it was worse as a freshman? Like,
yeah, because you wanted to fit in. You tell them that you're not drinking, they don't really say anything anymore. Like you didn't have like your own voice.
A lot of people did freshman year, and even so last year, but I think especially now as juniors, people are just like over the whole partying thing.
Like just knowing like that I'm older and like there's no one like really to impress. To like make bad decisions, I guess.
And I think they have regrets, and I think if they don't learn their lesson, then it impacts their future. I think most people learn their lesson by the time they're a junior year.
And there is still peer pressure even with adults. I think even in my life, I have friends who, will be like, oh, come on, you can stay and have another beverage with us or whatever. And so hopefully by the time you're old, like me, then, you kind of have figured out who you are and what you want out of life and what you don't want, and you can kind of say no to that. But it doesn't stop. It's something that you constantly have to deal with, and I think figuring out what is important to you in your life is huge to help avoid it.
I don't know, like have your own voice and like not feel like that you're like being pressured to do it, because like in the long run it's not going to do anything for you.
They shouldn't give in,
Yeah,
they should make their own conscious choices, and if people see that other people give in to peer pressure, that shows that they're kind of weak, so you can take advantage of those people who are stronger and say no right away, then if you say no right away, like I'm just not going to do it, they'll leave you alone. But if you say like, maybe tomorrow, maybe in a week, then those people are going to come back and ask you again, because it just shows that you're weak and you're not like a strong-willed person.
It's totally not worth getting in that kind of trouble for it, because it's like ridiculous. It's such a big hassle, because now I'm going to have to deal with that, like just that one decision for the next 6 months, and it's just going to really suck. So, not worth it.
They
art of life is finding something that you stand for, because those that don't stand for anything fall for everything.